exhibit is called Black, and it's a representation of Black acceptance in America, self-love for ourselves. So Shan is, as you know, a photographer in Baltimore. She's also one of my friends. And she's a part of the See Me series, but she's smaller. And the reason why I wanted to sculpt her was because she said something to me and to social media in general, and she was just like, I'm gonna wear what I wanna wear. I'm gonna show who I am instead of wearing, a suit to see kids, you know what I mean? This piece in the middle is actually called See Me. He was the first one of all of these Girl Cultured series. And he's talking about how, it talks about the stereotypes of girls and what they are. So in society, the stereotypes of girls is that if you wear girls and you're of color, then you're, there's like negative things like you're a gangster, you sell drugs, you're a rapper, yada, yada, yada. When in actuality, it's just the teeth jewelry, it's gold teeth. So then from there, I took a guy who fit the stereotype of an angry Black man. And he has grills, and he's pulling his mouth apart to show you his insides instead of judging him on his outsides. In that very, girl way.
The dictionary definition is wealth, extreme wealth, luxuriousness. With the royal wedding happening and the way everyone kind of got caught up into this story, I think it's interesting when you think about the generations of wealth that kind of go into what is a royal family when you trace that back. I don't think people really think about tracing that wealth back and what it's tied to, because then it might not be as fun to think about. So I read this very interesting article on Medium, and the writer was talking about sort of the connection in hip hop of sort of the materialism and capitalism. That was specifically what the conversation was about. Capitalism, and as she defined it, it really was tied closely to this this show of wealth that's common in hip-hop music, that's sort of a trope in hip-hop, and the implications of celebrating these paragons of wealth in hip-hop, like Jay-Z was the example, and talking about how it ain't all what it seemed like, but this show of wealth in the context of hip-hop has always been there. And then you got all the different subtle ways that people signal opulence. I think the social conditioning that we have around opulence is something that will take a long time to drum out of us. I still remember the first time I saw a Ferrari, and I was like, wow. I'm not a car guy, but I saw that Ferrari and I was like, ugh, wow. Yo. And I used to wear nice watches and stuff. And I noticed that I had on a watch, had on some clean loafers or something, just cleaned up just a little bit. It affected me kind of psychologically. It affected the way that I felt walking into a room. I felt like money, and in turn, people treated me like money. So, I don't know, what do we do with that? There's a certain wealth and beauty just about the sky on a sunny spring day, or the calm ripples on the water. That's a decadent feeling, and all you really need to experience that is just a little bit of time and willingness to walk out there. And this is a public space here. Anybody could be sitting out here, and I'm the only one sitting out here. And it's beautiful.
Them Christians I ain't got them yet, but I will have them. I try them all. I want these so bad. I really want these.
Oh.
They're nice. They're nice. And they have like color.
What color?
I don't know. But I'm scared because it's like people are like, you only can walk in them for 10 minutes and that's it.
Or what?
Or because they're bloody shoes, you will be like, it is shoe-aside.